Every morning the first thing he does is smash his alarm clock. If he's in a good mood he just knocks it to the floor. If he's in a bad mood he hurls it with full force. But no matter how he smashes it, the same alarm clock still goes off right on time, because this man is trapped in an infinite time loop. He's a TV news anchor, but his personality is awful. He spends all day mocking and insulting his coworkers. Everyone acts polite to his face, but deep down they can't stand him. This time he's assigned to cover a small town's traditional festival. The morning of the trip at exactly 6 a.m., the hotel alarm clock wakes him up. On his way out he runs into a clueless chubby coworker. Downstairs the landlady greets him with a warm smile. Everyone around him is cheerful, but his face is stone cold. He spots an old beggar on the street, pretends to check his pocket, then walks right past him. A little farther ahead, a stranger runs toward him excitedly. Turns out it's an old classmate he hasn't seen in years, but he feels nothing, forces a fake smile and keeps walking, then steps straight into a puddle. At the town square his co-workers are already waiting. He snaps at his female colleague, rants about how ridiculous it is that these country folks actually listen to a groundhog's predictions, mocks their ignorance, ridicules their stupid traditions. The festival officially begins. He rushes through his report, just wants to get out of this place as fast as possible. But right then a sudden snowstorm hits the town. The roads back to the city are completely blocked. He's stuck here. His co-worker invites him out. He flat out refuses, and even calls him childish. Finally he makes it through the day. The next morning at 6 a.m., the alarm clock goes off. He looks outside and sees the snow from yesterday is all gone. He steps out and runs into the same chubby coworker, who says the exact same thing as yesterday. Confused he asks if this is some kind of prank show. When his coworker doesn't answer, he grabs his collar, but the guy just looks confused. Panicked he rushes downstairs. The landlady greets him with the same words. Now he's convinced he's on some kind of hidden camera show. He steps outside and the old beggar is still standing there. A few steps later, the same old classmate comes running toward him. He freaks out and tries to run away, but steps right into the same puddle. Even the guy's laughter sounds exactly like yesterday. The whole day he forces himself to stay calm, tells himself it's just a dream. That night he snaps a pencil in half and sets it by the alarm clock, just to see if tomorrow will really be a new day. The third morning at 6 a.m., the alarm goes off. He jolts up and looks at the pencil. It's perfectly intact. He dashes out of his room, and runs into the same chubby coworker. Downstairs the landlady greets him with the same line. On the street his old classmate charges toward him again. He tries to escape but steps into the puddle again. He breaks down. That night he makes a bold decision. He jumps into his car and starts ramming into everything. Turns the whole town upside down. The cops throw him in jail, but the next morning, he wakes up in his bed again.